Hey, this is Nighthawk Dragon from knitehawkGaming. Nighthawk Spartan's playing, and this is first time. It's a little laggy because there were like 270,000 people online yesterday, so it was like impossible to get into a game. Anyway, let's get right into it. On the right-hand side, there is the first thing that you'll notice new is the loadout menu, which is you'll get to pick from your armor abilities, which I'll get into later. It's not there right now though, because it just lagged a little bit, so you didn't get to see it. But the on the left-hand side, right above the radar, you'll see a little guy with a jetpack. That's one of the armor abilities. It's called Airborne. It's a jetpack, and it as you'll see, it's recharging right now. But you get to use it, but it runs out, so you gotta let it recharge, just like you saw right there. And all the armor abilities are just like that. Okay, something else you'll notice new is the grenades are much better, and meleeing, you can melee multiple times real easy. So but the controls are different, so I'll get into that in a little bit. The guns are a little different. Pistol is rapid fire, so as fast as you can pull the trigger, you can kill the person, you know. Jetpack, I think, is my favorite, but I don't know about you guys. The health is a little bit different. I'll get into that in a second, because he's about to die. As you can see, the health is going down underneath the shields, and it says warning right on the shields. If you can read that, the quality is not very good, so I don't know if you can. He's going to die right here, and move on to the next armor ability. Okay, the next armor ability is Stalker that he's going to use. And Stalker is just like invisibility. And, yeah, it's just like picking up an invisibility thing, like overshield or anything like that. You do take falling damage now, by the way. But anyway, get into the health subject, okay. Health, shields recharge, but health does not recharge, okay? So if you lose all your shield and start taking damage to your actual health, your health won't recharge, but your shield will. There are health packs around, though, like in ODST, so that's useful. Now we're moving on to the next armor ability. It's called Armor Lock. And you'll see right here, when you're getting shot at, you can just use Armor Lock, and you won't take any damage. And if you hold it for long enough, you saw that little burst around him. That was actually the, it almost acts like a grenade if you hold it long enough. And it'll explode, and if somebody's close enough, they'll kill you. You'll kill them. He just used Scout right now, which is the final armor ability for the beta. And, it's Sprint, which runs out really fast. And if you are playing Deathmatch Pro, or Team Slayer Pro, sorry, it's the only ability for the beta. There's only 2 maps in the beta, which is Sword Base and, can't think of the other name right now. But, yeah. Okay, so let's get into the topic of changes in guns, okay? The guns are different, you'll see the assault rifle right now he's using. That is the assault rifle. It's exactly the same. It's just, it looks a little different. Because this actually takes place before Halo 1. Halo reaches actually the planet that the Spartans, I'd like to say, were bred on. Just because they're built. They're not real people. They're like born into fighting and training. Just like in ancient Greece. So a lot of people got confused in Halo, the end of Halo 3, where Cortana calls him John, and then when Halo Wars came out, they thought that John Forge, which is the main character in Halo Wars, it was actually the Master Chief. It's not. Master Chief is John 117. He does not have a last name, just like all the Spartans. Okay? So, we'll get into the guns again. The guns, you'll see the DMR is the new instead of the battle rifle. So instead of having an M16 effect, it's one bullet, and it's more accurate. No, well, pretty much the same accurate. Just like this needle rifle, they're pretty much the same. DMR and needle rifle are pretty much the same, except needle rifle is Covenant made. They're both do a lot of damage, but the needle rifle actually blows the person up if you hit him enough, just like you just saw right there. That was beautifully done. The needler is still in the game, of course, because that is one really loved weapon. Let's get into the changes in buttons now. The buttons are weird. When you use your armor ability, that's LB. And you people who play Halo would know that LB is actually for switching grenades. Not anymore. Switching grenades is now B, which used to be melee, and now melee is RB, which used to be reload and pick up a weapon. And then reload and pick up a weapon, or action, is now X. So it's kind of like Call of Duty. And action is just like getting into a car or anything. I wouldn't really know, but it's probably that because it told all the controls in the beginning, and this is just the beta, so no vehicles right now. So I talked about how it's almost, the controls are a little bit like Call of Duty. Another thing you'd want to do, if you do play Call of Duty, you might want to change the squat to toggle squat instead of default, which is where as long as you hold it down, you're squatting if you're used to Call of Duty. So yeah, another new thing is when you assassinate somebody, where you come up from behind them and melee them to kill them, instead of just just meleeing them, you actually do a whole big move, which some people would think is really cool at first. It is really cool at first, but then you'll realize as people start to get better, when you are caught assassinating somebody, if somebody kills you while you're assassinating somebody, you will not assassinate the person you were assassinating, and you'll get killed anyway, so you'll lose the kill. Like what happened to me was I was assassinating somebody, and then somebody came up and started assassinating me, and I immediately stopped assassinating and got killed. So that was dumb, but you know, a few changes, you know, in the game. I find this game overall so much more fun than ODST. So if you are thinking about going out and buying ODST just for the beta, don't, because it only lasts 15 days, the preseason, okay? The seasons are for the arena. I can't really, there's not much time left, but the arena is like, you'll get ranked for how well you play in Team Slayer in the arena. Yeah, so, this is Nighthawk Dragon in Nighthawk Gaming, signing off. Thanks, guys.